Hey Majida, I just wanted to jump on here and give you some feedback on your video. Thank you for going the extra steps and making it so that I could view your video. I don't know what was going on with the privacy stuff there, but I'm glad you were able to make it work, and I apologize for not responding to your email in a timely fashion. I was back-to-back clients all day yesterday and most of today until I responded to you and your advisor, so I apologize for that, but I was able to view your video, and I want to give you some feedback on it. You did an excellent job. I was very impressed with your skills, being at such an entry level in the field. You can tell that you are very gifted, kind of just intrinsically, and so I hope that you continue on and you bless us with your presence in this field, because I can tell that you are very skilled at what you do. I think you did a really good job. You had great listening skills, great ability to reflect back in kind of a summarizing form what the client was feeling. I think that it helped clarify it helped the client clarify what exactly he was struggling with. And I loved how you kept digging deeper. You picked up on the fact that he was having a more difficult time with the loss of his second brother, and you went further with that. And then I loved that you were able to pick up on the pattern of providing and protecting, and then you went and compared that to his brother's death, and how there's a pattern there of needing to provide and protect, and when something happens to someone that he felt that he might have let that person down in those areas, it really leads to these feelings of hopelessness, and I'm guessing inadequacy. So I loved that you picked up on that and that you pointed that out to him. I can tell that he's feeling understood by some of his reflections back to you when he says, yeah, exactly, when you said something to him, and then he said, the way you put it was perfect. And so that kind of feedback tells you that the client is feeling heard, he's feeling validated, he's feeling understood. So great job with that. I definitely, was picking up on the grief and loss, not just with the deaths of his two brothers, but also losing his mother's boyfriends when they would leave. That is absolutely grief and loss. And so his whole life is scattered with these, losses, and somebody who experienced losses like that from a very early age learns to not open themselves up and get vulnerable emotionally. And so it makes sense that he focuses more on what he can do behaviorally for his children and for the people he loves versus how he can be there for them emotionally. And essentially, he may potentially lead into some of the same messages that his mother sent to him when he didn't feel like she was emotionally available for him. So it's good that he is aware of this. You can tell that he has talked about his story in the past, just because of how nonchalant it is to him. It kind of rattles off of his tongue like it's old news at this point. What I think would be interesting in future sessions, if you were to have future sessions with him, is to point out the discrepancies in how he's talking about really, really hard, emotional, hurtful, painful experiences in his life with a smile on his face. And having him kind of talk about that, and maybe even moving into some body work when it comes to where does that loss sit in your body, and helping him connect back to not just his thoughts about the loss, but also how he feels about the loss. And so that obviously is kind of outside of CBT, but might be something that he would benefit from it. Again, I come from a more integrative approach, so I'm not strictly CBT or one modality. It's more of an integrated approach, and so I see that as a potential intervention that may be successful for him. You did a great job introducing the CBT technique. I love that you went into identifying the automatic thoughts. I loved the tree example with the roots. Great job on that. I picked up on something at the very end when you asked his support system. He said his mother and father. I think I heard that right. He may have said grandmother and grandfather, but I think if my sound were picking up right, that he said mother and father. So has he reconciled his relationship with his mom? Because I think that too can be a really nice asset to the counseling process, is identifying where he was able to find his own healing and forgiveness through the work there that he did. So I like that you gave him the homework of the thought log. That's a great kind of first step in the CBT process. I do think that he would benefit from a CBT approach, but maybe sprinkled in some other approaches there too, so that he can really start to resolve those unhealed emotional states that he's experienced through his losses. So I think that, I love that you explored the goal setting with him. That's absolutely something necessary for the CBT approach. So overall, just an excellent job. I was very impressed and appreciate all the work that you put into doing that. And I hope to see you in the field sometime in the future. Don't hesitate to reach out to me if you need any professional development, feedback, or advice. I'm here even past the ending of this course. So take care. Bye-bye.